What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Black Desert Online. Okay, yes, I said Black Desert Online. It's a new game that's coming up. This is during the closed beta 1 phase that I am releasing this content. I was given these codes. I was given these codes through my media group to get in and take a look through the beta test, of course, play around with it, share my feedback, and create content to let everybody know what's going on with the game. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have just a couple of videos here from the CB1, which still has about a day or two left on it. So I'm trying to gather as much information as I can so I can release some stuff to you. What you're going to see here in this first video, just a minute after I explain a little bit about it to you, is basically the character classes and customizations of that, because that takes a lot of time. You know how I am with that if you've ever followed me. So that's probably about 15 minutes or so of time that's coming up in this video, and we'll go through all the different classes and everything that's available right now. And then in further episodes, what we'll do is we'll kind of go through some of the gameplay that's going on through the closed beta. Mind you, lots of stuff going on in there, still lots of things missing components wise and stuff, but I'll give you some general ideas about the game, what I feel about the game, how it plays so far, and so forth and so on about that. But this is basically a fantasy style role-playing MMO that's coming out, expected in the first quarter of 2016 is what they're basically saying at this point. It's got some intuitive combat, so forth and so on, but we'll get into that in the follow-up episodes. So let's go ahead and get right into character classes and customizations as it currently is in CB1. Alright, let's get started on this, shall we? So, warrior class. Human warriors are skilled fighters with balanced abilities in both attack and defense. Using sword and shield as the main weapons, they are the best weapon wielders among all races. Warriors will show off their intrepidity with storm-like barrage of melee combat actions. This is probably the class that I'm going to pick out when we play this first. Okay, the Ranger. And in terms of the graphics, this is very detailed on my screen. I don't know how well you can see it there on YouTube, but it is very detailed on my screen. But Elven Rangers are the specialists of ranged archery attacks. Rangers present swift movement in any situation of the battle. Most of their skills are based on preventing enemies' attempt of melee approach, and the Slive's mystic power is the source of their ability. Sorcerer. Sorceresses can effectively control the battlefield with their melee and ranged dark magics. They lure enemies in with ranged magics, then lead the drawn victims into chaos and painful demise. Other races refer and fear these sorcerers as the witches on the battlefield. And again, the detail is unbelievable on these. Berserker. That's just one big beast. Berserkers wield monstrous double axes as huge as their owners' bodies. Berserkers overwhelm enemies with their size and outrageous strength, and can annihilate the mere weaklings at once. Although their physique is seemed to like moving slow, but improved skills will make such problems a small thing. So, slow, as always. Tanky class. But you can improve on it just a bit. Okay, we have the Tamers. Tamers can confront enemies at any range with the support of Healing. It's a divine beast. Tamers can perform ruthless combination attacks or take the enemy down by herself, borrowing divine force of the beast. The innocence of their heart will turn into fearsome force that sweeps any obstacles. That's pretty crazy. As you can see, though, no real defense control, but they do have combo attacks, evasions. They have a little bit more going on in that respect. Okay, the Wizards are known for their prudence in battle. In return of casting time lag, if you will, they perform large-scale magic attacks. Their thorough move will burn, freeze, and shatter their enemies with the power of natural elements such as fire, water, and wind, and finally drive foes into a checkmate. Unbelievably crazy. Okay, so I'm going to choose the warrior class to start with. Best weapon wielders, if you will. And just let's go through the customization stuff here. Seems to be a lot of things going on. Customizing character actions, weather, constellations. So we'll just kind of go through it all here. So hair shape. It's pretty crazy hair. So they got a lot going on in here in terms of hair. You can do some pretty crazy things. Interesting. Nothing that really fits my hairstyle as it currently is. So I'll have to pick something out. Shapes, color. I mean, that's close to what I've got. No hair on my head. Yeah, I like to shave my head, but I think we'll have to give him some kind of hair this time around. Yeah, we'll go with that. You can change the length. Again, hair, color, basics. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm getting old, so you know, a little bit white there. That's not bad. See the length change. Just I don't know how well you can see. I can see it on my screen, the length changing a bit there. So okay, so then we can go with the face. And we get some face types to choose from right off the bat. Really more age type appropriate in terms of faces and the facial. Whoa! Skin. Of course, you can change the colors. Make it whatever color you want to go with. Got facial hair, face shape, makeup, eyes, eyeline, tattoos, wrinkles, standby expressions. You can go beard, mustache, sideburns, default brow, eyebrows. You can really go all out with this in terms of your character. Okay, let's take a look at the body. So we can really customize different parts of the body, and it highlights it as you hover over what exactly you want to change. Change the muscle tone. The six-pack to the arms to the legs. The way the ladies like it. Let's just go with that, shall we? Anyway, you can do tattoos. You can edit the pose. I'm not even going to ask what that's about. I don't really need tattoo. You can edit the pose, so I guess you could individually control the different parts and say such. Not worried about that part. Let's go over to voices. You don't really have too much to work with. You can change whether it's deep, deeper, not so deep. It says deep or small. Okay. Character actions, constellations. So we have a whole bunch of different constellations that we could choose to put our character under. And if we look on the right side of the screen, we got the boat, enjoys art, optimistic, free, and we've got the shield, rational, disciplined, methodical, the giant, dreamer, ambitious, swift, observer, camel, perseverance and patience, gentle, black dragon, wealth and fame, noble, the treant owl, which I should have went with that, owl, night owl, anyway, elephant, honorable, faithful, obtuse, charioteer, takes action, sealing stone, careful, eccentric, goblin, linguistic, strong beliefs. Key, focused, thirst for knowledge. The hammer, brave, conservative, righteous. The key again. So I don't know if these are just constellations to put yourself under, or if they actually have some kind of depth in the game as to how your character reacts. That is to be determined. Change the background, I guess. Just about it. Makes the background look cooler. And change your outfits even. Oh, my name. I can't use Dogman Dan because some part of it is banned. Okay, go figure. Anyway, I will come up with something, and then we'll get into the next episode. So if you have questions about this customization stuff, obviously, I think I covered most of it. Just let me know. But otherwise, if you have questions about the game itself, comments, questions, and I'll try to address some of them as we do more episodes. Until then, thanks for watching as always. I'll catch you guys soon.